We know that the automotive world doesn't always produce great results, but sometimes there are companies that really manage to make terrible cars. So, do you want to see the worst cars ever made? Then let's get started. Number 11. Aston Martin Signet. The Aston Martin Signet was a luxury city car based on the Toyota IQ, featuring a 1.3-liter engine and minimal performance enhancements. Despite its Aston Martin badge and upscale interior, the Signet struggled to justify its premium price tag. Critics pointed out that it offered little more than its Toyota counterpart, leading to questions about its value proposition. The Signet's attempt to merge luxury branding with compact practicality ultimately fell flat, resulting in limited sales and a short production run. Number 10. Ssangyong Rodius. The Sangyong Rodius is often cited as one of the ugliest cars ever made, and unfortunately, its problems go far beyond the design. Designed by a former Mercedes-Benz stylist, the Rodius attempted to blend MPV practicality with SUV proportions, but the final product looked awkward, unbalanced, and confusing. Powered by a 2.7-liter diesel engine co-developed with Mercedes, it was neither powerful nor efficient. Inside, the cabin layout was strange, with inconsistent materials and a questionable seating configuration. Ride quality was poor, handling was floaty, and reliability issues plagued the drivetrain and electronics. While it could carry up to 7 people, most buyers simply couldn't get past the bizarre styling. It's a car often used as an example of how bad design can ruin even the most practical intentions. Number 9. Chevrolet SSR. The Chevrolet SSR, short for Supersport Roadster, had enormous potential but ultimately became a confused blend of retro styling and poor execution. Under the hood, it eventually received a 6.0-liter LS2 V8 with 390 horsepower, but by then, it was too late. The damage was done. Early models had a weaker Vortec V8 and a sluggish 4-speed automatic transmission that didn't match the car's hot rod image. Its folding hardtop added weight and complexity, and the truck bed was almost useless in practical terms. Worst of all, the SSR tried to be a convertible, a pickup truck, and a muscle car, all at once, and failed at all three. It was overpriced, underperforming, and didn't appeal to any clear market segment. Despite its cool concept, the SSR remains one of GM's most notable flops. Number 8. Youabian Puma. The Yuwabian Puma is in a league of its own when it comes to excess, absurdity, and questionable taste. Revealed at the 2013 LA Auto Show, it immediately drew ridicule for its massive size, awkward proportions, and outlandish design. Built on a Volvo C70 chassis and powered by a 7.0-liter V8, the Puma delivered over 500 horsepower, but no one really cared. Its $1.1 million price tag left people speechless for all the wrong reasons. Described by journalists as a Frankenstein of car design, it looked like a child's toy rendered in real life. It had terrible aerodynamics, awkward visibility, and lacked any engineering sophistication. The Yuwabian Puma wasn't just bad, it was a symbol of what happens when ego meets poor design with too much money and no restraint. It's remembered more as a meme than a car. Number 7. Pontiac Aztec. The Pontiac Aztec has become a pop culture icon, but not for the right reasons. Often ridiculed for its bizarre, clunky design, the Aztek tried to be a futuristic crossover before the market was ready. It had practical features like a built-in cooler and optional tent, yet no one could get past its mismatched body cladding, awkward stance, and disjointed proportions. Mechanically, it was based on the GM minivan platform, and it drove exactly like one. Numb steering, uninspiring handling, and cheap interior materials. Reliability was average at best, and build quality left much to be desired. Despite its utility, the Aztek's looks doomed it from day one. Ironically, its biggest legacy came from being Walter White's car in Breaking Bad, proof that sometimes being so bad it's good is the only way to survive history. Number 6. Chevrolet Malibu Maxx SS. Chevrolet tried to add a sporty twist to the Malibu lineup with the Maxx SS, but the result was more laughable than thrilling. Powered by a 3.9-liter V6 with 240 horsepower, it sounded promising on paper. However, the car was saddled with a soft suspension, dull steering, and a clunky 4-speed automatic transmission, hardly the makings of a true SS. Its hatchback body was an odd choice for the US market, and lacked the visual aggression you'd expect from an SS-badged car. Interior plastics felt cheap, and the design was uninspired. Chevy slapped on some sporty wheels and a rear spoiler, but that couldn't hide the Maxx SS's uninspired dynamics and awkward identity. It was neither a proper performance car nor a practical family vehicle. It simply didn't know what it wanted to be. Number 5. 1974, Ford Mustang II. When Ford launched the Mustang II in 1974, they effectively stripped the Mustang of everything that made it iconic. Gone were the muscle car proportions and V8 rumble, replaced by a Pinto-based platform, weak engine options, and underwhelming performance. The base engine was a 2.3-liter inline-4, making a dismal 88 horsepower. Even the optional V6 barely moved the needle. In the wake of the oil crisis, Ford prioritized fuel efficiency over excitement, but the result was a bland, lifeless car wearing a legendary badge. Handling was mushy, acceleration was laughable, and the styling was uninspired. While sales were initially strong due to the economic climate, the Mustang II is now widely considered one of the lowest points in the Mustang's otherwise proud history. Number 4, Hummer H2. The Hummer H2 was all about excess, big size, big engine, and big attention, but little in the way of practicality, refinement, or efficiency. Powered by a 6.0-liter V8, the H2 had a massive presence on the road, but its performance didn't match the aggression of its looks. Fuel economy was abysmal, often dipping below 10 miles per gallon, and its bulky frame made it difficult to maneuver in urban environments. Despite being marketed as a rugged off-roader, the H2 was mostly a dressed-up Chevy Tahoe underneath. Interior quality was mediocre, and ride comfort was poor. The H2 became a symbol of wasteful consumerism, especially during rising gas prices. Its image quickly soured, and what was once a status symbol turned into a punchline. Few cars fell from grace quite as quickly. Number 3, DeLorean DMC-12. Immortalized by Back to the Future, the DeLorean DMC-12 is one of the most recognizable cars of all time, but not because it was good. With its gull-wing doors and stainless steel body, it looked futuristic, but under the skin, it was all show and no go. Its 2.85-liter V6, sourced from Peugeot, Renault, Volvo, made just 130 horsepower. That meant 0 to 60 in over 10 seconds. Not ideal for a sports car. Build quality was poor, plagued by electrical issues and misaligned panels. The suspension and handling were lackluster, and reliability was so bad that owners often spent more time fixing than driving. Financial troubles, legal scandals, and mechanical failings doomed the DMC-12. Without its movie fame, it likely would have faded into obscurity entirely. Number 2, Jaguar XJ220. On paper, the Jaguar XJ220 had everything going for it. A sleek aerodynamic design, a claimed top speed of 220 miles per hour, and racing pedigree. But the reality didn't live up to the hype. Originally promised with a V12 engine and all-wheel drive, production models came with a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 and rear-wheel drive, instantly alienating buyers who had placed six-figure deposits expecting something much more exotic. Worse yet, the car was released during a recession, and Jaguar's reputation for reliability didn't help. Though it was fast, 212 miles per hour in real tests, it was difficult to maintain, extremely expensive to insure, and lacked the visceral thrill expected of a true hypercar. The XJ220 became a symbol of broken promises and unfulfilled potential. Number 1, Land Rover Discovery Sport. The Land Rover Discovery Sport aimed to be a premium compact SUV with off-road credibility, but it's plagued by some of the worst reliability records in the modern car market. Engine failures, electronic glitches, transmission issues, you name it. According to multiple surveys, it's consistently ranked among the least reliable SUVs, with owners reporting endless trips to the dealership. Under the hood, the Ingenium 2.0-liter turbocharged engine offers decent power, but it's noisy, thirsty, and paired with a laggy gearbox. The interior feels premium at first glance, but doesn't hold up over time with rattles, wear, and infotainment bugs. Despite its handsome styling and Land Rover badge, the Discovery Sport's mechanical troubles and costly repairs make it a nightmare for many owners, a true example of looks being deceiving.